Welcome to Star Bios, where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a true pioneer of the silver screen, the incomparable Buster Crabbe. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Crabbe left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, captivating audiences with his rugged charm and impressive athleticism. But before he became a household name, Clarence Lyndon Buster Crabbe was just a young boy growing up in California's San Francisco Bay Area, surrounded by the rolling hills, pristine lakes, and vibrant culture that would shape his destiny. Born on February 7, 1908, in Oakland, California, Buster was the oldest of 3 children to Edward and Agnes Crabbe. His father, a successful real estate broker with a keen eye for opportunity, provided a comfortable middle-class life for the family, allowing them to enjoy the outdoors and encourage their children's athletic pursuits. The Crabbes were an adventurous family, often spending weekends camping in the redwood forests of Muir Woods, hiking through the misty trails of Mount Tamalpais, and exploring the scenic coastline of Point Reyes National Seashore. These early experiences would later shape Buster's love for the great outdoors and influence his future career choices, fostering a sense of fearlessness and adaptability that would serve him well in the cutthroat world of Hollywood. As a child, Buster was a bundle of energy, always getting into mischief and testing the limits of his parents' patience. His mother, Agnes, a former schoolteacher with a warm smile and a quick wit, recognized her son's restless nature and encouraged him to channel his energies into sports. She would often take him to the nearby Lake Merritt, where he'd spend hours swimming and playing in the water, developing a strong affinity for the sport that would become his passion. Buster took to swimming like a fish, quickly becoming an accomplished young athlete with a natural talent for the breaststroke. He attended Oakland's Castlemont High School, where he excelled in multiple sports, including football, basketball, and track, earning him the nickname, the Human Fish, among his peers. However, it was in the pool that Buster truly found his calling, setting records and winning championships as a member of the school's swim team, coached by the wise and demanding Mr. Johnson. The 1920s were an exciting time for the Crabbe family, with the rise of Hollywood and the film industry providing a captivating backdrop to their lives. Buster's parents would often take him and his siblings to the movies, where they'd watch in awe as silent film stars like Douglas Fairbanks and Charlie Chaplin dazzled audiences with their on-screen antics, showcasing death-defying stunts and charming audiences with their charismatic presence. These early cinematic experiences sparked something within Buster, planting the seeds of a future career in entertainment and instilling in him a deep appreciation for the art of storytelling and the magic of the silver screen. As Buster entered his teenage years, he began to take his athletic pursuits more seriously, training with renowned coaches like the legendary swim coach, George Haynes, who would push him to his limits and help him develop a winning mentality. He competed in regional swim meets, where he'd face off against talented athletes from across the country, honing his skills and learning valuable lessons about perseverance, discipline, and sportsmanship. His hard work paid off when, at just 17, he won the Pacific Coast Championships in the 200-meter breaststroke event, a triumph that marked a turning point for Buster, as he started to realize that his passion for sports could be more than just a hobby. It could be a ticket to fame and fortune. Growing up in the roaring 20s, Buster was surrounded by the vibrant culture of the time. He was fascinated by the jazz music of Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington, the flapper fashion of Mary Pickford and Clara Bow, and the literary movements that defined the era, including the Lost Generation and the Harlem Renaissance. His parents, though conservative in some ways, encouraged his curiosity, exposing him to the works of authors like F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ernest Hemingway, who would later influence his own sense of style and approach to storytelling as a performer. Buster would often sneak into the local jazz clubs, where he'd watch in awe as the musicians improvised and created music on the spot, teaching him valuable lessons about spontaneity, creativity, and the importance of living in the moment. Rather, it was the culmination of a childhood filled with adventure, athleticism, and creative expression, nurtured by a supportive family, and fueled by a passion for learning, growth, and self-improvement. The foundation laid during these early years would serve him well as he navigated the cutthroat world of Hollywood, ultimately becoming one of the most beloved stars of his generation, known for his natural charisma, athletic prowess, and irrepressible charm. As the 1920s progressed, Buster Crabbe's athletic prowess continued to garner attention, and he soon found himself at the forefront of the swimming world. The smell of chlorine and the sound of splashing water became synonymous with his name, as he dominated competitions across the country. In 1928, he won the NCAA championship in the 200-meter breaststroke event, setting a new record with a time of 2045.6 minutes. This victory marked a significant milestone in his career, as it cemented his position as one of the top swimmers in the country. The crowd's cheers and applause still echoed in his mind as he stood on the podium, his gold medal draped around his neck, and a sense of pride and accomplishment washed over him. As Crabbe basked in the glory of his championship win, he began to explore opportunities beyond competitive swimming. He started working as a lifeguard and swim instructor at the prestigious Los Angeles Athletic Club, where he met and befriended several notable figures, including the charismatic actor and future president, Ronald Reagan. This connection would later prove beneficial, as Reagan would become a vocal supporter of Crabbe's acting career, often singing his praises to industry insiders and helping to pave the way for his future success. The two men would frequently engage in lively conversations about politics, sports, and life, forging a bond that went beyond a simple acquaintance. During his time at the Los Angeles Athletic Club, Crabbe also had the opportunity to rub shoulders with other influential people, including business leaders, politicians, and entertainers. These interactions not only broadened his social circle, but also helped him develop a keen sense of self-presentation and charm, essential qualities for any aspiring actor. As he navigated this new world, Crabbe began to realize that his athletic background and natural charisma could be leveraged into a successful career in the entertainment industry. In 1929, Crabbe made his film debut in the Paramount Pictures production, The College Coquette, a romantic comedy starring Corinne Griffith. Although his role was minor, it marked the beginning of a successful transition from athletics to entertainment. Over the next few years, he appeared in several films, including Swim Girl, 1929, and The Sea God, 1930, which showcased his swimming abilities and charismatic on-screen presence. These early roles allowed him to hone his craft, experiment with different characters, and develop a sense of comfort in front of the camera. One notable example of Crabbe's early film work is his appearance in the 1931 film The Public Enemy, directed by William Wellman. Although he had only a small role, the film's success helped raise his profile, and he began to attract attention from major studios. As he navigated the complexities of Hollywood, Crabbe formed close relationships with contemporaries like actor Johnny Weissmuller, who would later become famous for his portrayal of Tarzan. The two men would often meet for lunch or dinner, swapping stories about their experiences in the film industry and offering words of encouragement and advice. The early 1930s saw Crabbe's star continue to rise, as he landed more substantial roles in films such as Speed, 1931, and Hold'em Jail, 1932. His athletic background and rugged good looks made him an attractive candidate for leading man roles, and he quickly became a favorite among female fans. In 1933, he starred alongside actress Glenda Farrell in the drama The Sweetheart of Sigma Chi, which further solidified his status as a rising star. As he walked onto the set each day, Crabbe felt a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that he was on the cusp of something big. As Crabbe's acting career gained momentum, he found himself drawn to the world of serial films, a popular genre at the time. In 1933, he landed the lead role in the Republic Pictures serial King of the Jungle, which cemented his status as a hero of the silver screen. This was followed by roles in other successful serials, including Flash Gordon, 1936, and Red Berry, 1938, which showcased his ability to play dashing heroes and cemented his reputation as one of the most popular actors of the era. The serial format, with its episodic structure and cliffhanger endings, proved to be an ideal vehicle for Crabbe's talents, allowing him to showcase his action hero credentials and build a loyal fan base. Throughout this period, Crabbe continued to nurture his relationships with industry professionals, including directors like Henry Hathaway and George Wagner. These connections would prove invaluable in the years to come, as he navigated the ever-changing landscape of Hollywood and sought out new challenges and opportunities. With his rugged charm, athletic prowess, and undeniable screen presence, Buster Crabbe had firmly established himself as a leading man of 1930s cinema, with a career that would continue to soar to new heights in the years to come. As Buster Crabbe's career continued to soar, he found himself transitioning into more mature roles, often playing characters with a sense of authority and wisdom that commanded respect from his peers and audiences alike. The 1940s marked a significant milestone in his journey, as he began to appear in a string of Western films, including The Drifter, 1944, and The Renegade, 1946, which showcased his ability to play rugged, independent heroes with a depth and complexity that resonated deeply with the American public. These roles not only demonstrated Crabbe's versatility as an actor, but also cemented his status as a Hollywood leading man, capable of carrying a film on his broad shoulders. The Westerns of this era were more than just action-packed adventures. They often explored themes of justice, morality, and the human condition, allowing Crabbe to tap into his own sense of purpose and values. His on-screen presence remained strong, exuding a quiet confidence and charisma that drew audiences in and made them root for him. Women, in particular, adored his dashing good looks and charming persona, which seemed to leap off the screen and into their hearts. As he navigated the complexities of his characters, Crabbe brought a sense of authenticity and vulnerability to his performances, making his heroes relatable and human. As the 1950s dawned, Crabbe began to slow down his acting pace, opting instead to focus on his personal life and business ventures. This decision was not taken lightly, as he had always been driven by a passion for his craft. However, with a growing family to consider, he felt an increasing sense of responsibility to provide for them and create a stable home life. He had married actress Ada Virginia Heller in 1933, and the couple had 2 children together, whom they adored and wanted to give every opportunity to thrive. They settled in New Jersey, where Crabbe became involved in local politics and civic activities, using his fame and influence to make a positive impact on his community. Despite his reduced presence in Hollywood, Crabbe remained a beloved figure, and his legacy as a hero of the silver screen continued to endure. He would often attend film festivals and nostalgia events, where he was always greeted with warmth and admiration by fans who had grown up watching his movies. These encounters not only allowed him to reconnect with his audience, but also gave him a chance to reflect on his body of work and the impact it had had on popular culture. As he looked back on his career, Crabbe felt a deep sense of pride and satisfaction, knowing that he had left an indelible mark on the film industry. One of Crabbe's most notable later endeavors was his work as a swimming instructor and coach. He had always been passionate about swimming, having started competing at a young age and eventually becoming a champion athlete. As he once said, "Swimming is not just a sport, it's a way of life," reflecting his deep commitment to promoting the benefits of aquatic activities. Through his teaching and coaching, Crabbe was able to share his knowledge and expertise with countless young people, including several who would go on to become Olympic champions. This work brought him immense joy and fulfillment as he watched his students grow and develop into confident, capable individuals. As Crabbe entered his final years, he faced a series of health challenges, including a heart condition and complications related to his diabetes. Despite these difficulties, he remained active and engaged, continuing to attend film festivals and nostalgia events, where he was always greeted with warmth and admiration by fans. His spirit and resilience in the face of adversity inspired those around him, and he became a beacon of hope for others who were struggling with their own health issues. On April 23, 1983, Buster Crabbe passed away at the age of 75, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most beloved and enduring stars of Hollywood's golden age. Today, Buster Crabbe is remembered as a true hero of the silver screen, a man whose on-screen presence and off-screen charisma captivated audiences for generations. His contributions to the world of film and swimming continue to inspire new generations of actors, athletes, and fans. His story serves as a reminder of the power of talent, perseverance, and dedication to craft, inspiring us all to strive for greatness in our own pursuits. With his passing, a chapter in Hollywood history came to a close, but the memories and inspiration he provided will live on, reminding us all of the magic and wonder of the movies. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.